Good evening and welcome back to the class. It's still your favorite math class with teacher Uche. If you are joining us for the first time, please click the follow button. And today we want to look at the quadratic formula. This is the quadratic formula. And some students say it is almighty formula. It's not almighty formula. I don't know where that name came from, but it is called the quadratic formula. It is used in solving quadratic equations. In our previous class, we've talked about factorization. Factorization is a method, but some quadratic equations are not factorizable. So when factorization fails, one can use either the formula, completing the square method, or the graphical approach. So we want to look at the formula and how the formula came to be. Now, the general form of every quadratic equation is given as this: ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, where a, b, and c are arbitrary constants. So to use completing the square method, we want to use completing the square method to derive this formula. Now, using completing the square method, the first step is that you ensure that your a is equal to 1. Now that we have a, we have b, we have c, we don't know, we are not too sure whether the value of a is 1 here. So the best thing to do is to divide through by a. So that's what we'll be doing now. We now have ax squared over a plus bx over a plus c over a is equal to 0 over a. Now this will lead us to x squared, because this one will cancel, plus b over ax plus c over a is equal to 0, because 0 divided by any number is still 0. Now the second step is to take the constant term to the right hand side of the equation, and the constant term here is c over a. So we now have x squared plus b over ax is equal to 0 minus c over a. We are moving to the next step, which says we should add half b squared to both sides of the equation. At this point, our b for this equation is b over a. That's the b we have there. So adding half b squared means first we get half of it, and that will give us b over 2a, and we are going to square it. So this is what we'll be adding to both sides of the equation, the left hand side and the right hand side. So we are having x squared plus b over ax plus b over 2a squared is equal to minus c over a plus b over 2a squared. Now, for convenience sake, I would just want to start with the positive. So I'm going to have x squared plus b over ax plus b over 2a squared is equal to b over 2a squared minus c over a. So the next thing now is to factorize the left hand side. Factorizing the left hand side, I simply need to write x here. The variable you have here, just write it down here. Then whatever you have inside this bracket, pick it up. If there is minus attached to it, please, it will now be minus. But because this one is positive, we are using plus here. So x plus b over 2a all squared. By the time you expand this, you're going to get back what you have here. So this is equal to b over 2a squared minus c over a. Now, here, of course, we now have x plus b over 2a all squared is equal to, what we have here is b squared over 4a squared. I hope you understand. When you square b, you have b squared. This squared is for both the numerator and the denominator. So 2 squared is 4, then a squared minus c over a. Now, we can use LCM. The LCM here is 4a. Now, when 4a squared, when 4a squared divide, we have 1. 1 times b squared is b squared. Minus, when a divide, you have 4a left. 4a times c will give us 4ac. So what we now have here is that x plus b over 2a all squared is equal to b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. Now, we're going to move this power to the right hand side. And moving power to the right hand side, it will become square root. Or we can say, let's take square root of both sides. If we take square root of both sides, we are now going to have x plus b over 2a is equal to square root of b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. Now, whatever we have here, we can get the square root of 4, which is 2. We also know that the square root of a squared will be a. So this one alone is now square root, because the numerator we can't get the square root now because of this minus here. We need to know the value of b squared minus 4ac before we take the square root. So we have b squared minus 4ac in the numerator over the denominator. Now we can actually get the square root, which is 2a. So we are now saying that we have x plus b over 2a is equal to square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Then we are also going to be moving this one to the right hand side, a kind of solving for x now, so that x will stand alone. So x is now going to be, this one will cross over to become minus b over 2a, then which is plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Of course, the plus or minus comes from here. From this point we have plus or minus, because when you get the square root of 4 is plus or minus 2, in the sense that 2 squared is 4 and minus 2 squared is also 4. So from here, x will become finally the square root, the LCM here is 2a. So 2a divided 2a is 1. 1 times minus b is minus b, plus or minus square root. 2a divided 2a is 1. 1 times square root of b squared minus 4ac is still b squared minus 4ac. And that is how we got the quadratic formula for solving quadratic equations.